Ke ya le dumedisa moifo wa radio kgošeletsaneng le bamamedi gotlhe mo le leng teng. Ke lebogela monyetla ona gore le nna ke kgone go bua ka experience ya bophelo ba me. I was one of those women who were taken from South Africa, promised a job overseas, and this is where my story starts. In South Africa, these people, they open an office in Rosebank and they print out flyers that they're looking for house help. Okay. I went there for interview and I was one of the 3 chosen from all the other women who were there. They they help us to apply for passport and visa and all that. Okay. So we went with them. There was a woman that came from Venda, This white man was with this woman like partner. Okay. So because of this woman, a sister, so we had a little bit of felt secure. Nothing will happen to us. Our sister is also part of this job agent, whatever. Okay. So they took us to Germany. All right. When we left, it was 21 November. Okay. When we get there, it was so exciting because of the snow covered all these places, and it was my first time to see snow and even to really touch it, So everything went well, there was not much drama, and she was treating us like a real sister would do. We were living in her beautiful home, a very big home, and she bought us winter clothes, boots, gloves, scarves, and hoods, all the things one can need in this kind of weather, okay? And then she always left us alone and she went to work and what have you with that guy. I mean, they were living together in that house, but it was not like a normal relationship. You see people who cuddle or what. They were just there. It was a strange thing for me. All right. But I was overseas and everything was exciting, everything new. German language, new culture, new mentality, and everything was just new, completely different from what we knew from at home, South Africa, okay? So we spent November with them. Everything was fine. We going places. They were taking us places to restaurant and all this exclusive stuff and showing us the whole places and all that. And then December came and we had Christmas and what have you. And they took us to Christmas market here in Germany. They call them Weihnachtsmarkt. There you see, wow, you think you are in heaven. The snow's covering everywhere, the lights, decorations, and all that stuff. Long story short, January came. On the 10th of January, they took us to a clinic. This woman took us to the clinic, both of us, me and Princess, okay? We were 3, but that other girl, she was from Mozambique, Zimbabwe. Yeah, she was from Zimbabwe. They moved her to other place very quick, because after we went for checkup, the woman told us here before they can give you a visa and anything, so for the visa that will stay, because what we had was a holiday visa, so we have to apply for a staying visa so that we may be able to work. And before we can do that, we have to go check up and all that. She took us to this clinic. They did all the tests, okay? And suddenly they took this woman from who came with us. I'll call her name Juju, and the other one is Princess, and the third one was me. I was the youngest from them all. So they took Juju away. They said Juju has to go back to South Africa. She cannot stay here because she's not healthy. They brought her back to South Africa. Okay, long story short, and then after this January 10th, and then this woman, she organized something they call it a green card here. After that, everything was okay with me and Princess, so we received these cards, the green card. Last we knew that the cards were actually for that we now became professional prostitutes. She didn't tell us anything. She only took us to this clinic and they did the test and filled the forms, and then they gave us this green card. And on that green card means that we have to go there every week. We have to choose a day, either Monday or Friday or Tuesday, whichever way we chose. Thursday, both of us, and we went the Thursday. We thought maybe this is how things going here. Everybody has to do that. We were not aware of what this woman was doing. So, and then every month was blood test and all the stuff. So they gave us this green card, and then she brought us into a huge hotel. The hotels, it was surprising because the hotel was full of women and no man. She booked this room for us. Everybody must have their own room. And she entered with me in the room, being the youngest, and she was with that man, and she showed me, this is what you do, you have to do that, okay? And she said, look at me, what I'm doing after is you doing this. And she went to Princess' room and she did the same after she took us home. And then she said, tomorrow I bring you to this hotel. This is what you have to be in that hotel, and men will come, and this is what you do. Before she could do that, she made photos. She dressed us up sexy. She made photos, and she took our photos to a magazine they call Men Magazine and all that. Long story short, just that you understand how things are working here, because here in Germany, prostitution is a normal job. That is why they take tax for it too. You have to be registered. You have to go check up every week, and every month is blood test, and then you have to pay tax, and you get this card, green card, they call it. Okay, so everything was done, and we were here. There was no house help job. This is what she said we should do. And we should do that because she want her money back, that she paid for the ticket, that she applied visa for us. We have to pay every cent. Also that she bought us winter jacket and all these things while she was buying, she was keeping receipts. And we have to pay her, and we have to pay 5 times, okay? She said, when you do like this, you work. And she was bringing us to this hotel in the morning. We started at 10 o'clock, and then she pick us up late in 8 o'clock in the evening. She would pick us up and bring us to the room when we were living with her and this white man, okay? So it was every day she was taking us to that place. If we had to go check up, he was taking us to the clinic, and then after the clinic, she's bringing us to that hotel. So years passed by. Okay, and when we get home after we have worked, we have to put the money on the table, and they take the money and they give us pocket money, okay? So we did that because they said they taken their money, what they have spent for us, for ticket, for visa, for the clothes and the food we were eating. So we worked in this place for at least 2 years, paying back every day. We bring in the money. Don't ever try to think you're clever and then you will hide the money. They will beat the hell out of you. Okay. So me, I saw a chance, like, because when we were there, she was dropping us and coming to pick us. She was not allowed to come in that room where we were. So I saw on that curtain, on the window, and the hem of the curtain. I thought, okay, I cannot give this woman all the money I work hard for. And then I was, rolling the money, putting it in the hem of the curtain. I was always putting the money there. Maybe when I get 2-3 clients and I put their money there, and then I will take the less money and then I will go home with it, and I will tell them they will search you anyway. So they will search us and they will find nothing. They said, but because I didn't bring Princess in this either, because I was not sure if when they beat her she wouldn't say. So I did all this for me, and I didn't tell her my tricks, what I'm doing. So she was bringing a lot of money with at home. Sometimes I had to just do I match her, but still I put something on the side. Yeah, not much, a little bit, like it's coming closer, but not exactly, because I didn't see the reason why I should work and they should eat my money. So I was hiding it there inside a hem of a curtain. So they thought that, oh, Princess is talented because they see the money she's bringing home. Okay. And this woman was coming every time when she bring us to that hotel, because she had the keys. She would open and to search everywhere if there's money. There was in this place just room, bed, and a place where people they can hang their jacket. There was not. It's not even an opera. I mean, it was just so transparent that there's nowhere you can hide money anywhere, because there was just like a bed and a mirror where you sit and you do your makeup, and there where people will hang their clothes, and then most of the things were just like lights and flowers and tray full of condoms and all this stuff. That's it, and a TV. That's it. So there was no space where you could hide anything. So she was but checking every morning when she bring us. She was checking if maybe we hide something. Nothing. She didn't even see that curtain, where I put the money, because the curtain was a brown curtain, a very heavy one for that matter, till to the ground. It was rolling on the ground there. Anyway, so times went by. So these two, me and Princess, we promise each other, look, we are in a strange country. We have each other. We came here together. This makes us sisters, okay? You take care of me, I take care of you. We made this promise. We had to make each other this promise, okay? And this is what we did. So we usually take off each other. When we went on, she leave us free to go, like on the street, to go for, to take a walk and all that. She will write address of where they're living, because we couldn't pronounce that, and then she will put that in both of our jackets, for in case that when you go around like this, but you get lost, you can take a cab and come back, and I will pay the cab. It was like a loving, caring sister, at the same time a monster when it came to business. Okay, so she was two-faced. We were always going with this address in our pocket everywhere, together. We were holding hands that we don't lose each other, though we were not even going far, just around the house, but we were holding hands. I have you, my sister. She said, I have you, my sister. Just we were going like this, even when we were going shopping in the city. We took a cab and we said to the cab we want to go shopping where we can buy things. The cab man took us straight there. We paid and then we did shopping. We were holding hands, not to lose one another. Okay. So one day a nightmare happened. When I wake up in the morning, because in her house we were sleeping in one room but different beds, and she said that she will take Princess and Princess will go and see doctor because she's not feeling well, blah blah. So I was so tired, I was sleeping, and I don't know if they took in the night or in the morning. I'm not sure, because when after I said good night, that was okay, I slept, and then in the morning there was no Princess and nowhere to be found in the house. So I asked where's Princess. She said no, she had to go to the doctor, she's not feeling well. Her partner, took her to the doctor, and I didn't think anything. Said, but I will drive you. I said, no, I will wait for Princess to come. So now today she's not going to work because she's not feeling well. You go to work. I will drive you there. She drive me to work, and I was there. And during the day, I look in Princess' room. I thought, okay, maybe she's still, recovering from the flu she had and all that stuff. She's at home and all that. When I get at home, I hear the story that Princess ran away. Gosh, what? They said Princess ran away after the doctor visit. They came home and Princess just ran away. No. I was so suspicious. I said, she cannot do me that way. She cannot run away and leave me here. We promised to take care of one another. I didn't believe this woman, okay? I didn't believe it at all. But this is what they told me, okay? So the days pass, a week pass, a month pass, and all that. So, but I was like still not feeling what they told me. I mean, I was like, no, she cannot do me this way, okay? I was crying all day long. Say, how can you do something like this after you promised that you take care of me and I take care of you? I was even swearing you are not a good friend and all that. Less than know that, I didn't know this time, but less than I know that they sold her to another pimp and they took her to another city because she was talented according to them. And they took her to another city. So this man gets so much money always when she sell girls out. She she formed them, or she groomed them, and after she see, okay, this one is the one can be, so she'll make business where she's going, and then the customer will be happy with her. Because of I was hiding my money, so they thought I'm not talented. I was not talented, by the way. So I'm glad that I did that. So I look a little bit naive, and well, I was the youngest, so they still think, okay, this one will grow into this business. Let's see if she has talent. I hear these people talking about me. I'm sitting there, they're talking about me as if I'm not existing. Anyway, months pass, many months pass, and that after 6 months, I dream about Princess. I see Princess inside a hole, and she was like waving her hand out of the hole. Help me, help me. You see, this dream just like, just like, it's like it just brand in my mind. I said, what is the meaning of this? Princess is not well where she is. This boyfriend of hers she ran away with, because they said she ran away with a boyfriend. Maybe this is one of these type of guys, the pimp, and he's doing all these evil things with her. Okay. And there's nothing I could do. There's nothing I could do. So in my mind, the back of my mind, the only way for me to save her was to go to the police. I told this lady, Madame, we call her Madame, because she's also a pimp lady, we call her Madame. And then I said, I think I have to go to the police to report about her missing. She said, hey, don't ever dream of that stupidity. Don't try it. If you try it, this man will kill you. I said, why? I thought you guys will all want to find Princess. And then she said, sit down. I sat down. And she told me that actually this man sold Princess to another pimp that is another city. I said, do you know where she is? She said, no. Always when she does sell girls, she doesn't include her because she think one day this woman will talk. So she only tell that she sold her to another pimp and that pimp took her to another city. And I said, when will I see her again? She said, it's possible that you won't see her ever again. I cry, I screamed, I said, I go to the police and I will report you to the police. You should bring Princess, you should bring Princess. I'm crying there. I'm crying. Okay. The time come that I have to go for checkup. There checkup, I met another South African woman who was brought by this man and this woman here, She said hi to me. She said, hello, are you from South Africa? I said, yes, I'm from South Africa. She grabbed me. She said, Tate, Gunjani, Ubani Kamalako. Yes, I couldn't even breathe. She was grabbing me. She said, Ubani Kamalako. Wavela wathi dade kimi ngathi hawu umuntu sisiwami Nkosi sisami nangumuntu osekhaya woza. She was so excited. I didn't understand. Wow. I was so happy. I said, you are happy to see one of your own, okay? And then she said, anybody with you here? I said, yeah, the lady is waiting. She said, that lady and that evil man she's living with, they brought me here and they promised me job, and this is where I end up. They make me a sex slave. I'm still paying them. I said, where do you work? In another district, okay? They are renting offices or houses, I don't know. And then they put these girls, and this man is, every time when he said he's going to work, he's going around making shopping for them, for these girls, and buying them the things they need, but they should be in the house. They only go out when they have to go check up, or when they go to the doctor, or when they go shopping. He's accompanying them to shop because he is afraid that they will run away. This woman said, I am a slave. He said, I want to go home. You see this woman, and then we were talking. The people were surprised because there were too many women who were coming check up and all this, and they were surprised that we were crying and all this stuff. And the nurse came to us, said, everything okay? Then we said, yeah, no problem, this is my sister, I'm glad to see her. And I said, okay, but don't make too much noise, it's okay, And they gave us tissue to wipe our tears because we were so crying. I knew that when I come out from that, this woman won't let me go or even to be with this woman there, because she's scared that she will be exposed. Okay, she thought that I have to just think that I'm the only one and Princess, and this is why she was trying her best to get us job, blah blah. But she's part of this, notion, and part of the all this trafficking and whatever. Okay. And then she said, this woman said to me, she was from KZN. She gave me a number. This is a line for house. Said, anytime call me, okay? And yeah, I said, okay. I didn't have cell phone, so I had to go outside to the box and to call this number she gave me, and then I could talk to her 5 minutes. And then she said, drop, he's coming. And then I will drop. But I was glad just to hear her voice. And the thing that this man did with this woman, gosh. And she was also planning to run away, So the people who are coming there as clients or customers, one man was so much in love with her. She said that this man wants to marry me, and so they were dating. How can you date inside the job? But they were dating, getting to know each other. She said, I don't care. I just want out. I don't care. I see this man is nice to me now. Maybe he could change after, but I don't care. I just want out. Okay. And then this man said that she when I called again, she said that this man wants to marry her, really, to make it official. They're going to magistrate and all the stuff, and I should be there, and I should come, okay? And I said, but how can I come? Because this woman is driving me up and down. I just tell her that you will take a cab to the clinic, and after the clinic you come to this address. You just give a cab driver this address. You will bring it to the magistrate where I will be getting married. I said, okay, no problem. So I said to madam, madam, every time you're driving me, can I take a cab? She wrote the address for me. She knows I cannot go anywhere. I don't know the language. I don't know anybody. I don't know even how to pronounce the street names, so where I'm living. So we were going around with papers in our pocket because we couldn't speak German to pronounce the street name and all that stuff. So long story short, I went there to the magistrate where she was getting married. Truly, she was getting married. She was looking so beautiful. We just had a short time. I saw her, the chain, everything was fine. And she said she give me address anytime, any day you want to come visit me. This is where I will be staying. As you see me now, I bring this card, this green card. She has to bring back to the clinic. When you bring the card back, then they know, okay, you are not working anymore, so they will stop. You will stop going check up there, every week and every month like that. So she bring back the card and say, oh, okay, this is how it is done. Okay, I'm watching, I'm learning, in silent. Yeah. So I had to go back. I came 2 hours late and she was screaming, where were you and all. I said, no, I was walking around. I was looking for something to wear, if I can get something. I said, but yeah, if you stay so long, you have to call the house that I know that you are okay. You don't keep me waiting and all that. Get into the car, we're going to work. And then she drove me to work, and that was okay. So after 3 months, this woman got married. I was thinking about my life. I said, how long will you work like this? You work for these people, Though I was still hiding money, yeah. But it's not the same when you earn your money. You see it is your money. Nobody's taking the money away from you, okay? So now, surprise, I'm planning to leave now, So I met one guy, and I didn't know that this guy who's coming to me as a client he knows them, he knows these guys. Maybe he's also a pimp, I'm not sure, but I don't know how, because I spoke only to him that I want to leave this place, I want a better life. So they were like watching me like watchdogs, they were watching every movement. Or is any camera in that room or anything that they could record me when I was talking to that man, because he was looking nice. I wouldn't think that he would tell them such things. But anyway, they were guarding me now. They were guarding me. So they removed me from that hotel room, and they put me with this woman where she was working. She was working in the place like office. When you look at it outside, you think it's an office, but it's inside like a park garage. You have to come inside with the car, and then that place is just there. And that we had to deal with politicians, big guys with big money, those who doesn't want to come to the hotels, those who are hiding, who like married people and all that stuff, and they were paying good money and all that stuff, so I could save a lot of money. After they used me for these 2 years, I was paying for my ticket and visa. So much money. Can you imagine one day how much one can earn in one day? Wow. This is more than 15,000 rands in one day. They were taking it. So anyway, so those passed, and then when I was working with this woman, this man came and said they want to talk to me. Said, look, you don't have to give us your money. You finish paying your due. I said, okay, thank you very much. But he said, but you have to pay for me protecting you. That you are working here, I'm protecting you. And the woman said also that she's paying for protection. This is normal. These guys, they call them pimps. That's why he pump his masses like this, so that people will be scared of him. So when they know that he is responsible for, let's say, our house is nama house 14 and stuff like this, he's responsible for house 14. No pimp will come there to take girls. It's like they stealing each other's girls. So when they know that he's owning that house, no pimp will come. So this is the type of protection he's giving me, and I have to pay him so much money every month. But I said, hey, my life is very important, so I will give this monster anything, just that away from my eyes. But I was still planning to run away, though they put me with this woman. She was taking care of me, so I was working with her, and she was driving me home and bringing me to work. I didn't have any freedom to, even if when I wanted to go shopping, she was, I will drive you, because I don't know if maybe they had something, they put micro in the rooms, I don't know, but she was just on my neck like that. Okay. So then, years passed and all that, and they gave me back my passport. And then I said to her, you know what? I want to go back to see my people. I want to go to South Africa to visit my people. I miss them. 5 years I didn't see my people. Okay? And at home we didn't have a phone that I could call them. It was our road letters, but they never come back. I don't know if they moved from where they were living. I'm not sure if they get the letters and whatever. And then I called that woman because she gave me her number and her address, and then that was a home line. Okay. And then I called her. I said, I want to talk to you. I want to see you. She said, oh, you're welcome. Come. You can. I said, I want to go to see a friend. I said to this madam, I want to go to see a friend from Kenya. She's selling some clothes for work and all that. I want to go. And then she said, okay, I will drive you there. And she drove me to this woman, and then she just dropped me outside. And then I took a cab, and then I went to this Zulu woman, okay? And then I went there. I will call her baby, okay? Just that you understand who is who. I'll call her baby. And I went to baby, and we had a nice time. She cooked, we eat, and we were talking and all that stuff. And then when she really told me the story, how she came over here, that woman and that man, they pretended want to giving her a job, household job, blah blah, and all that stuff. And that when then they were putting her in the hotel because they're like grooming people. They start with the hotel first there, where you have a lot of girls from everywhere that you feel like, oh, okay, I'm not alone, blah, blah. And then they will put you outside and where they will really deal with you, taking your money and whatever. I don't know. She said that they put in the very same hotel I was, but we didn't know each other. She had another room number and I had another room number, third floor, and she was on the fifth floor. And so we were like crossing each other. We were in the same hotel, but we didn't know each other. Okay. And then she showed me. She said this man, one day she hid the money because she had to bring the money to these two, the money she worked for. And they drove her to their house and she had to bring the money. And she hid the money in her pants. And because they're searching us, so when they search her, they found that she hid the money in her pants. This man took a hot iron and put it on the back of this poor woman. God Almighty. Oh my God. She had a big iron on her back. This is not a bad massage. That's not bad. This is and then she showed me that. Okay. She's moving around with an arbe of a hot iron on her back. We cried together. We hug each other. We cried. We prayed. We did all things. Please, God, have mercy. Please free us from the hands of this monster. We cried and we laughed. Everything together, okay? So I had to go back because she will be angry, the madam. And she said, you know what? You have one chance now. You can stay here with me and never go back. I said, I have to go back. I have my money in the kitchen there. When I tell her the story how I hide my money, she said, oh, you are clever, but why I didn't think of it? Look at my bag, because I was hiding my money somewhere else where they could find it. And I said, well, it is what it is, my sister, I had to go back to remove my cat in there because this is my bank. So when I just cut the curtain, I just removed the hem of the curtain because the curtain was even flowing on the on the floor. So nobody, even if I cut the hem of it, nobody will see anything because it's just a dark brown, long, heavy curtain hanging there. So I remove all my money. I put it in a stocking. It was a lot, yeah. I was only working and putting it there, put it in there, hiding for these guys, So when they let me free, like when they gave me my passport, I say, welcome freedom, okay? So they thought because they earn a lot of money from me. Oh gosh, they took so much money. But anyway, I said my life is more important. If how I will make this money 10 times. I said to myself, but I was leaving that place. I say bye bye hotel, what you call hotel, hell hotel, and then I was talking to myself. I say welcome, hotel happiness and stuff. I was like a crazy one, but I was so you will know how to appreciate your freedom, okay? After you've been held slave. But then I know I had something to do. I said, I'm not going back to South Africa without knowing where Princess is. That thing that it was like eating me up, okay? So I took my money, I put in the stockings, I went to this woman, and then I stayed with this woman. And the good thing is her husband was working in countries, he will travel, Belgium and all the other places, and then I could be with her alone for like weeks and all the stuff. So we had time for ourselves, so we were just doing ourselves good, just enjoying and just, lazing around and enjoying, just enjoying. Okay. And she was inviting also other African, South African girls who came the very same way here. When the husband is going, and she invites them because she never wanted to stay in the house alone. The house was big, okay? So that we were coming together and we got to know each other then, we introduced each other. We found out that we came the very same way, and with the same woman, meaning that she is working for this man for a long, long, long time. Okay, when she says she's going holiday, she's going not holiday, she's going to South Africa to pick new meat. They call us new meat, new flesh, whichever way. Gosh. And yeah, and then after all, and long story short, and she said there's no need for you to really go to South Africa forever. You can stay here and make your life here. Look, when you even work normal, when you calculate the money that you will earn here is 4 times the money for South Africa. So just go home and come back. I will pick you up from the airport. Just go home and see your people. Let them see that you are there, you are alive. I went home for holidays. I spent 6 weeks in South Africa, and then I came back to Vienna, and she picked me up from the airport as she promised. She said, now look, we have to look for you a school. Now you have to go for German course. I said, okay, no problem. She did a German course, and she did the daycare job. She learned that, and she was working daycare, and she put me through. Now I did the language, and then I did the daycare, and then I was working as daycare for old people. Okay, this is what I did. And coming out from the Hell Hotel, and because she was living in another district, it's a little distance. So, and then I look for an apartment just around her place there because I didn't want to lose her. After I lost Princess, I didn't want to lose her. And then I started to work and work and work and work. But then that issue with Princess didn't sit with me well. I couldn't just give it up like that. And then I said, because I'm not there and they don't even know where I am, these two. So this is the best time for me to then go to the police. Okay. Baramulatu hauboli. Okay, I promise Princess that I will take care of her. So was just missing like that. This is 2 years in between. I was still doing the course for daycare. I didn't finish. I didn't start to work yet. So I went to the police. Okay. I went to the police. I reported these people, and the address they used to put in my pocket. This is what I gave to the police. This is where they're living. And these people, they go into South Africa. They're picking up small girls. They bring here. They promise them job here, and then this is where we end up. This is what they do. The police went immediately to that place because actually they said, we know this fish. They call him a fish. This is our big fish. We know this fish. Good. So they were happy that I came to report because they said that girls are coming to report after they take their statement back. They said, no, it was not like that because he terrorized them. He said, go and remove that statement there. Otherwise, I will kill your people in South Africa. This is what he's terrorizing us. Everybody is telling, when you don't do this, I'm going where you came from because he knows our address. It's on the passport, on where I don't know. So he said he will go back home and kill innocent people. This is the thing that makes us to remain. Better we die than innocent people to die for our sake. So everybody is listening, is obedience to him, because they are afraid that he will go back home and kill our people. And he said, I will just buy 2 niggers. He said niggers, I gave them money and they will go to this address I give them. They will just destroy your people. They will kill everybody. So everybody was scared. So they were doing what he wanted till he will release us. The moment he released you, that he said that I will be just your bodyguard, meaning that there are new girls came in, new girls started to work for him. So he's releasing you, and then he deal with these new 2 girls. So when he groomed them into professionals, and then he take money from them, and then he will go back again to South Africa with this woman who claim to go holiday. They don't go holiday. They're going to take girls from South Africa, Kenya, and all the other places. He is dealing with South Africa and Kenya, and more the Kenyans were here. They were brought by an Arab guy, which these Kenyan girls, they said this man was so brutal. The thing that he was not only taking money from them, but he was also raping them. So they had to come together to organize an idea how they deal with this monster, because they really wanted to kill him. So what they did is they tied this man, the hands and the feet, they put him in the boot, they drove out in the forest, they dig a hole there, and they buried him alive. Okay, they buried him alive. So it is our secret. They tell me I shouldn't talk. They tell me only for me to understand the kind of animals I'm dealing with. Okay, so this has put me so much in fear, because I already went to the police, and the police they took this guy, but the lady ran away, because I called her to tell her that, yeah, be ready, the police are coming. It's like I was giving her freedom. She just left. She didn't tell the man, and she just left, okay? But I was glad she was free, because after all, she confessed that she also went through what we went through, that this man took her from South Africa, and when the first load went, he was with a European woman, so she just believed them, and she came with another group. Okay, so then after, he decided to deal with this woman as like a madam, that we put our trust in this woman so that we can come with. And she did that because he promised if she don't do that, he will go and kill all the family members. Okay, that's why she did that. She was apologizing. I'm sorry, I didn't want to do that and all that. But you could tell, because the way she gave us a treat when we came here at first, like a real sister. I've mentioned that. So I forgave her. I said, I forgive you, my sister, but you don't have to do this anymore. When this guy is going to prison, you have to find your way. Don't go and do all this and bring our people here to suffer. She said, I'm not going to do it. I was only waiting for this opportunity. I thank you. I thank you, because how many girls they went to the police and they couldn't make it to court. They ran away. They removed the report, and they said, no, it was not like this, because he terrorized them to deal with them and all that. He's beating them up like, yeah. Okay, I said, I'm not gonna take my statement back from the police. You should show me where Princess is. I promise Princess, and I will stand and I will do this for Princess. And then we went, long story short, the time came, it was like after 3 months, and then we went to court. And then I had to stand in the box there. I was so terrified. His friends were there. They were staring at me and all that. I started to shake when I entered that box there. And the judge was a woman, and she realized that something is not well, and she ordered that police to give me water. But she said, come down from the box, come to me. And then I went to her, and she went with me into a room, and she dismissed the court for 15 minutes. And then she was talking to me, what's wrong? I said, I'm scared because he and his friends, they're staring at me, and I'm so very scared. And then she called one woman outside. She knows this woman. This woman is stealing, is the one that's accompanying the women who are running away from these places. When they run to the police, they bring these people to this woman, and she's taking care of them. She has a house somewhere in the forest where nobody can find. Only the police will take you there. And after you have made a protocol that if you are missing somebody who you want to see, the police will drive you there. You know, nobody is supposed to go there, because this is how they keep women safe from these people who escape. Okay. This woman came and she spoke to me. She said to me, look, when you get in the box, okay, you say, God help me to say the truth, nothing but the truth, and start to focus on the watch. The watch was on top where the judge was sitting. On top was a watch. Focus your eyes on that watch. Okay, don't look at the people in the court. Focus your eyes on that. And then she hold me. She said, let us pray. Are you Christians? She asked me first, are you Christians? I said, yeah. And then she said, let us pray. And then we prayed. I said, you have to speak with your mouth, because the power is in the tongue. The more you speak, you believe it, and the more this is what's going to happen. So I will leave you to say whatever what you want to say to God, say it now, okay? And then I say, God, please help me to speak, and to that when I speak, the judge believe me that this man is going to prison. I said I need justice for Princess. Help me, God, please forgive me for all the wrongs I've done in my life. I said, I don't do the long prayer. It's okay, it's okay. And then she said to me, when you come out here in this room, you go into that box there. Just think that Jesus is with you. I said, okay, thank you. And then she went on the other side, and she was sitting on the audience there in court. And then I moved as if I'm holding Jesus. Jesus is holding my hand. And then I'm getting into that box, and I faced that watch. I said everything, every atrocity this man has done, and the woman ran away. So yeah. And yeah, I said everything, and then they had to speak judgment to this man. They gave him 15 years. Okay, they gave him 15 years, and after all, they put him in one room to interrogate him, and they were even beating him to. He has to say where Princess is. Okay. And I don't know, he couldn't stand the beating after a while, and then he said to the police where Princess is, and the police drove to that house. Oh God. When they get there, they get so many girls, teenagers from everywhere, from East Europe, from Hungary, Bulgaria, Romania, Italy, from everywhere. European girls, small girls. This man is holding them slavery, and Princess was there, was so skinny like a skeleton. Oh my God, they brought Princess into that woman's house because she's taking care of such people, and then they get therapy, to work on trauma and all that. The psychiatrists are there, they helping them to stand on their feet and all that. And the woman called me, said, Princess is here, but the police will bring you to my place. I said, no problem. I went to the police, I made a protocol, and the police carried me to her place, and I saw Princess. She was so mager. She was just bones, a skeleton. She was bones. I couldn't even recognize her. She's the one saying my name, and I said, Daddy, me, Dad was. When I turned, I said, hey, what happened to you? What happened to you? She like, I ran to her and I embraced her. We started to cry. Oh my God, she didn't even have energy to put her hands on me to embrace me. I was carrying them to put them on my neck to embrace her. And the woman said, don't press her, don't press her. I said, what happened to her? They said she starved herself because she wanted to die. And after starving herself like this, that one day this monster, because they go playing cards, they have nothing to do but playing cards. When girls are waking, they're playing cards, enjoying themselves. So he left the door slide open. He didn't say that he left the door slide open. This is how Princess came, and he just stand in the middle of the road, and this man who was driving the car, and then he just broke like the. I think Princess wanted to die because she just went out of this place. She walked, she walked, I think it took a long time to get into the place, which was not far, but she walked there, and this man just break. And then she said, what's wrong? And then she said, help me, please, help me. And then the man said, I didn't understand it, but I understood that this woman need a doctor. And then she said, first let me go to the police. She went to the police, and then they brought Princess in that house. Okay. And then I was with her in that house. There are a lot of women with trauma issues and all the stuff, and because I was doing the school for daycare stuff, and then I told them I need a week, I'm not feeling well. I had to be with Princess in that home because to accompany her just to feel warm, because said that my sister is here now. They say she can smile. She was so quiet all along. So we, even to talk, the doctors, they advise not to, to make her talk a lot, because she need a lot of energy for that. She was so bony. I cried. I said, uNkulunkulu wami, baba wami wasemazulwini, senzeni ukuthi sifike lana? Why you allow these things to happen to us? I didn't get an answer. I was so angry with the Musa. I was angry with God, why he allowed these people to take us from our home to bring us in this strange country and treat us like that. The less I didn't understand is that the Musa is putting us in situations to save others. If I didn't go to the police, these small girls, will be still there, and they will be working to death, because they leave you work till you die, and they bury you somewhere in the wilderness. They don't care, and they go and collect they call it new flesh or fresh meat. This is how they call us. And I saw Princess, we stay with each other, and they had to take her to the doctors to help her eat with machines, because she couldn't eat alone like this, because she was like maga. Okay, she was so thin. Okay, and then I was going to see her in the hospital. You see, she recovered. She's coming to be herself and all that. And yeah, and then she recovered, and then she said to me, I can't stay here. I want to go home. I told her that I was in South Africa. I said, why you come back? I said, no, I'm working now. I'm doing school and all that. Money is good, and I can help my sibling to go to school, so that they don't get into this kind of job offers, and they will find themselves somewhere. So when they are learned, then they will know what to do with their lives, something better than I've done. Okay, she was laughing, and then she recovered, and then the government did her papers, and they even in this organization, because this is an organization that help women who are trafficked from their own countries. If they want to go back, the government is paying this organization, though they will do things to make it possible. Okay, so, and then she said, mngani wami, usale kahle. I said, no, but I'll come and visit you, South Africa and all that stuff, okay? I'll visit you in South Africa. You just have to get. She said she doesn't know where she's going to stay with her grandmother, because her mom is not alive. She stays with the grandmother. She doesn't know if the grandmother is alive. And then she said she gave me the number where I can reach her. And when I call her, she will tell me where she is by uncle or grandmother. Okay. So yeah, and then we took her to the airport. She was recovered and everything was okay. She was happy to go back to South Africa. The less I knew that what she was planning. Oh God. She only went to South Africa to kill herself. She found out that she was HIV positive and she couldn't live with that stigma. So she went back home. She visited her people, all of them. I don't know. This is the report what they say. She visited her people and then she went to a hotel. She jumped from the 5th floor. From that hotel, she jumped down and then is how she died. Oh, so I'm doing this to warn all the South African girls, South African women, please. If somebody's coming to you and say that they want to give you a job, please think twice and do research before. For me, I survived because the monster wanted me to survive, okay? And I'm happy that I could bring this monster into prison. He's serving 15 years there, so this is the justice for the way he treated us and the way he treated my friend. You saw my friend. Okay, so please take care of yourself. I'm talking on behalf of those who are going to court with Zondo. Just find something to just concentrate on, that you don't be distracted in what is going on in court, that you can say what you have to say. You say your truth and know that Jesus is with you. He said, I will be with you in time of troubles. I will be with you everywhere. I will never forsake you. He promised us that, and the Most High do not fear. The Most High didn't give us the spirit of fear, okay? He gave us the spirit of love, the spirit of power, and the spirit of victory, okay? Just think of it when you are standing there, you are talking against this monster Zondo. Just you will do it. I've done it, and the Most High will do it. So just, I pray. Your stories I hear is touching me. It's like I have to relive my life again. The life as to suppress, okay? So Christ saved me. I receive my Savior now, and I'm stronger than ever before. And I thank the Most High for His mercies. May He have mercy on you, and may He empower you against your enemy. Because that man is not a human being, okay? He is I don't know. I mean, he's a narcissist, okay? He's a demon. He belongs there in prison, okay? So I pray. I started to pray since Lioness said we should pray. I started to pray, and I don't break my prayer. I will pray till you come out from that court and you come out victorious, okay? You will come out victorious out of that court, and that man will receive the justice he deserves. He will receive the punishment he deserves. So modimo a letse hantle ba mamedi ba radio kgosheletsaneng ke story sa ka se. This must be a warning for every girl who want to go to somewhere to do a job. Not everything that glitters is gold. Europe is not that best. It's not that cool like people think it is. The only difference is that when you work here, you do a normal job, you get maybe twice the money as you will get in South Africa. That's all. But that you lose the togetherness of your family and your people who understand you, your language, your culture, your food. You will lose all that. So please, when anything, think twice, okay, before you do anything. May the Most High be with you and give you victory on that day. Bless you. Bye bye. Thank you very much.